Hey, what is going on, guys? It is ToxAura here and welcome back to yet another Halloween leaks for Guesty. This is the fourth one I have inside of this series. If you guys haven't seen the other 3 episodes, I highly recommend that you guys go watch them. However, inside of this video, I have a combination of confirmed skins, some really good suggestions that might be coming in the update, but they're not 100% confirmed yet. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Starting off with Vortex. Vortex has been on an absolute streak this whole Halloween update, and he has provided me with 4 skins to go ahead and show you guys. However, he did mention that they are not yet assembled, meaning they are confirmed, but Nighthead and Jixie haven't gotten around to making the skins. The first skin is called Ignitius. Now, the word ignite obviously means to spark a flame, and this skin is obviously very fiery. Starting from the top down, he is wearing the crown of warlords, but it's sort of fire magma themed, which is really cool. His facial expression is very angry. It does look like a commander-in-chief. Yeah, this whole skin is orange, red, and black, pretty much as a magma theme. It also has some claws on its hand too, so it may not be 100% human. Now, that thing on its head, I'm not entirely sure what it is. It may be a tail which is just elongating around to the back, or maybe it is an extension of his crown. We're not too sure yet. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this skin low-key reminds me of Bowser. I'm not really sure why it reminds me of Bowser. Maybe it's because they're both masters of fire. But yeah, Ignitius is confirmed into the next update. Second off, we have Ritualist 666. This is obviously a spin on the famous Guest 666, which is probably one of the most important characters inside of the Guesty story so far. Ritualist 666 has a ritual circle behind him, really spooky stuff. Now, it has purple glowing eyes in contrast to Guest 666 red glowing eyes. It has a top hat which says Halloween on it, which is really neat, and it is rocking a purple and black blazer with purple trousers and a lot of orange accents as well. Now, it's doing a similar pose to which Guest 666 does, so I feel like that is going to be the same animation for this skin. Now, I wonder if the ritualist circle behind him is going to be a part of the skin, or maybe it's hinting towards a custom visual effect or even a custom killing effect. We can't really rule those out as possibilities, but Ritualist 666 is confirmed into the brand new update. This skin is really neat. It's not my favorite by any means. However, I feel like a Guest 666 counterpart is low-key overdue, so I'm really happy that it's coming into the update.
Nice.
Next up, we have a skin called Midnight, and this is a really nice play on words. Obviously, midnight is the peak of the night at 12 AM. Now, following the name Midnight, this has a sort of midnight theme with gold, purple, and black. Starting from the top downwards, there are some horns and what only looks to be like ears, and it's wearing a facial helmet covering the whole face, and also some armor on the shoulders and on its torso. So this thing is obviously a knight, and on its torso it has some sort of logo which looks like a bat to me. Now, something which really caught my eye is how it is currently holding a weapon. It looks to be some sort of spear. Now, I wonder if this is going to be actually a part of the skin, or maybe once again this is going to be a bundle, and that weapon that it's holding right now is going to be a completely separate weapon. Even though it looks like a rugby player a little bit, it still is a pretty nice skin. And possibly one of the cooler skins of this video, we have the Mimic Newbie. Now, this skin is just 100% creepy, if I'm being completely honest. Let's go ahead and dissect this skin. The obvious influence behind this skin is the classic Roblox avatar, with the yellow head, the yellow arms, the blue torso, and the green legs. But this one seems to have infinite scratch marks all over it, or maybe it's like scuff marks, as this may have been a toy in its previous life. However, this isn't your normal default noob. This is a much more scary. As you guys can see inside of the torso, there's some sort of mouth coming out of it, or maybe it's literally just a hole going through its whole torso. Either one of those would be pretty terrifying. It also has tentacles on its back, or sort of demon arms. Now, that is really creepy. It has a really large smirk, which is quite off-putting, and the eyes are very menacing. Now, this is yet another addition to the Newbie family. We already have Special Newbie, Special James, and now Mimic Newbie. I can definitely see this game being a part of the gem crate. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Now, the following knives that I'm going to be showing you guys have been made by 4Leaf and Slurp. I believe Slurp only made the final one, but this is a part of the 4Leaf knife crate too. In case you guys are unaware, 4Leaf has already had a crate inside of the game. Now, this is the second one. He's came back for blood around Halloween, but let's go ahead and talk about all of these knives. First up, we have, I'm definitely gonna butcher this name, Kanliwa. Now this is a chandelier knife, which is really cool. Obviously it has the chandelier like little flames, and then in the center there's one big candle, and that is obviously the blade of the weapon. Next up we have Smirch Vitiate, and it sort of looks like the chandelier knife. However, there are some glass panes. Now this does look like a saber to me, but this knife is really cool. Next up we have Haunting Hollow. Now this is probably one of the better knives inside of this whole crate. Haunting Hollow is a Halloween knife. It has a pumpkin towards the blade, and it has some sort of axe blade, which is really cool. And the actual handle of the knife, it seems to be some random branches, which is really nice with the aesthetic. So yeah, Haunting Hollow I am very excited for if it does come into the game. Next up we have Forever Fold. This does look like something we've seen previously from Foley. However, this knife does look really futuristic. Following Forever Fold, we have the Grave Mistake. Once again, a very nice play on words, a grave mistake. There seems to be a zombie arm holding up a tombstone with some sort of smirk on it. Now this is a really creative knife, with the zombie hand literally holding up the tombstone, and the zombie hand, I'm assuming, is the handle for this knife. This was a really creative knife. Foley does bring a lot of creativity when making his knife, which is really nice. Next up we have our Sweet Savior, and I'm not talking about Jesus. This knife looks like it would go really nicely with Sweet Ghost, but I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I feel like Sweet Savior could easily be a Christmas knife. I'm not entirely sure if this is a Halloween knife. If this was inside of the Christmas crate, and I feel like it would have been a tiny bit more better just by switching up a few elements on this knife. I feel like it could easily pass for a Christmas knife. Next up we have the Bloodstream. Now once again, I feel like Bloodstream would have been a better name for the Forever Fold, as that one does look more red than the Bloodstream. This one reminds me of Pumpkin Spice. But yeah, once again, a really cool knife. I'm gonna butcher this name 100%. But we have the Revisher. Now this seems to be some sort of sword with a little bit of serrated blades on the other side. I'm not really sure what side would be the actual striking side, but this knife is definitely unique. I don't believe we've seen anything like this in Guesty before, so if it does get added, I would like to see how the knife functions, whether it's going to be a big or small knife, long or short, but it's going to have to wait and see. Now possibly my favorite knife out of the whole lot, we have the Wireframe. Now if you guys know me, you know I'm a sucker for anything futuristic, modern or cyberpunk, and this skin sort of checks off all of the boxes. The Wireframe looks really sleek, really modern, but it also does look like a normal knife. To be completely honest, it sort of reminds me of a saw. But yeah, once again, a really cool knife. And the Golden Gear, I did feature it inside of my previous Guesty leak videos, but this was actually made by Slurp. Now I believe it's meant to be some sort of hand cannon, which sort of slots onto the Guesty arm. All of the knives inside of here, I believe, have a very good chance of coming into the game, though they're not actually confirmed. But yeah, this whole crate is very impressive. Next up, we have two crates from Bonnie Allen, and they are called the Halloween event Darkness Shadows crate. Now I'm going to be glossing over these fairly quickly. However, as for commons, we have the Darkness Cat and the Shadow Party. As for uncommons, we have the Shadow Loving, the Shadow Warrior, the Darkness Demon, and as for rares, we have the Shadow Joker and the Darkness Maid. As for legendaries, we have the Darkness Prince, the Shadow Princess, and the Shadow Puppy. And as for four godlies, we have the Shadow Queen Luna, the Dream Taker, the Darkness King Bon, and the Carousel. Now my favorites out of this crate have to be the Shadow Puppy and the Carousel. However, all of these skins are really cool. Bonnie provided another crate called the Candy O'Corn crate. As the common, we have only one this time, which is the Prince Overseer. As the uncommons, we have the Pumpkin Witch and the Spooky Autumn. As the rares, we have Cotton Candy, Spooky Candy, and Marshmallowy. And as the legendaries, we have the Scary Jack, the Night Bandist. I'm not sure if they meant to spell it as Bandist, as Bandit does make more sense, the Spooky Bunny, and the Lady Pixie. And as the godlies, we have, I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that name, the Sweet Caramel, the Jack-O-Lantern, and the Connie. Now my favorite skins out of the Candy O'Corn crate would have to be the Jack-O-Lantern, and I'm pretty sure the Lady Pixie is literally just Zoralee's Roblox skin, which is a really cool Easter egg. But yeah, those are the end of Bonnie's crates. Let me know what you guys' favorite concept crate skin are down in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you found this video helpful or informative in any way, be sure to smash the subscribe button. It's free and it'll really help out the channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. That is all from me. ToxAura out.